Hey guys, it's Carrie from Carrie Berry Co. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you so much to everyone who watched my last video. I can't even describe how much it means to me that you guys watch, that you interact with me, that you give me your feedback, and all of that. So I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, because your support means everything to me. This week I found myself pretty uninspired, not gonna lie. I could not figure out what I wanted my theme to be, and I didn't want to go too crazy Christmassy because I want to save that for next week, the week of Christmas. But I didn't want to do anything non-holiday related, so I kind of put myself into a unnecessary box, but it's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. And don't you worry, because I really do like how this turned out. I love the colors. I think it's really cute, and I can't wait to see it after the pen. That's my favorite. So this week I took you through my entire process, starting with the whole pencil draw out, because I didn't know what I was gonna do, and I kind of had to just go with the flow. So that was also some of the feedback that I got from you guys, was that you wanted to see that process as well. So thank you for that, and you got it this week. And not necessarily just because of the fact that you asked for it, but because I just didn't have any ideas this week, guys. Not gonna lie, you're gonna see me erase like 14,000 times, but I left that in there just so that you guys would know that, no one's perfect, everyone struggles, and it can still turn out pretty. I am really excited to get into this with you guys, so here we go.
Okay, so here is my Crayola Super Tips swatch page. This is what I use to figure out what colors I want to use, because the colors of the caps are so unreliable. So if you guys want to see a video on this, let me know. The only thing that I've done so far is penciled out the actual planner layout, so just lines in between the days and where my little boxes go. And here's a little sneak peek of my last week's spread. I just am in love with how it turned out. So here I am trying to find my plans for the week. And I'm going to start with my Friday plans. I'm going to start with this little wreath. We're having a cute little cousin sleepover. Me and my sisters-in-law are getting our kids together. We're going to do gingerbread houses and a little sleepover, so that should be super fun. So I'm making some leaves and berries, and I've already erased a bunch of times, and you're going to see me do that a whole bunch. I am going to move that top leaf and berry because that's where I want to put the cardinal. So there that goes. And we're just going to move it over to the side here so that there's room for my little cardinal to sit. And here's my sketchbook. I sketched out some ideas and inspiration beforehand. I typically will look at pictures on my phone and just kind of sketch straight onto the page from there, but I am using my phone to film right now, so that is why I kind of did a little sketch page beforehand so that I had something to look at while I sketch. That's how I work. I just need a reference when I'm drawing. So Google is my BFF. If I'm looking for, if I'm trying to draw a cardinal, then I will Google cardinal and find one in a position that I like and kind of go off of that for my sketches, and then I can just add color afterwards. So this is what I like to do. I like to get each sketch ready for marker to where I feel confident that I can do, add color and add permanence to it without messing up. So Over here is going to be my gratitude list. And I really just for some reason struggled with this. I couldn't get gratitude centered, or I didn't like the way that the lettering looked, or the lettering was too far away from the decoration. Just so many struggles, so much happening. I wrote gratitude so many times. I just don't even understand what was going on right there. So, yeah, this is just a struggle bus saga over here with this spread. So, I'm just lightening my pencil marks. I'm not redoing this whole entire wreath, but I'm going to start putting color down, and I like to do that before I have completed everything, because it sometimes helps me pick a direction to go when I don't know where to go next. So I am starting with things that I know I want to be, I already have the idea in mind and set in stone what I want to do. I knew that I wanted this wreath and this cardinal to be red. So sometimes that kind of helps me to determine what needs to go near it. Do I need to add more green? Here's a picture, so maybe I should put some lettering next to it, that sort of thing. So I'm putting my plans in pen, so no cancellations, cousins. And now I'm just going to go through and add some color into my flowers, and this is just going to frame my Saturday plans. My husband is taking me to the movies. He really wants to see Star Wars, so we're going to go with some family members. It's going to be really fun. My mom is going to watch my kids. It's going to be fantastic. So these are just some little Christmassy poinsettias with some kind of wintry, Christmassy foliage. So we've got some leaves, we've got some holly berries, we've got some evergreen branches, and now I'm just going through and kind of framing out my little box that's going to have my plans inside. Movies. And over here I'm doing some evergreen with some Christmas berries. I don't know if you would call them cranberries or holly berries. I'm not really sure. But I was finally ready to, put gratitude in permanent marker. So over here I felt like this side needed more green, so I'm adding some more greenery to my little cardinal wreath over here. So just some leaves and some evergreen branches, because that's super Christmassy and it's so easy to draw. If you guys are not really you don't fancy yourself an artist, evergreen is like one of the easiest things to draw. It's just, you just draw like a line and then draw a bunch of little teeny tiny lines connected to it, and you have evergreen. So all I'm doing is I just added some more red. It was looking a little bit too pink, so I went back over some of my pink with more of a red to make it look a little more Christmassy, because I didn't want it to look too springy. I want it to be bright, but not so bright that it doesn't look Christmassy and it looks more spring. So I'm going at these poinsettias now. I started with kind of a coral red, and then I just layered some brighter reds on top of it. And I put some little berries in there. I'm adding a second flower next to it and doing the same thing, just kind of layering on darker and darker reds. And then I'm just going to go back through and add some definition to everything. So I'm going to add some more leaves, and then I'm going to go back in with a darker green to add some depth and definition there. So just kind of adding shadows and, like the stem leafy parts. And then I'm also feeling like the flowers themselves are lacking a little bit of definition, so I'm gonna go in and outline them as well. And that just makes them pop out a little bit more. So for this part, I am putting in an excerpt, the bird excerpt from Walking in a Winter Wonderland, and I put it out on a post-it note first so that I could figure out how I want the words to be spaced and placed. So I'm writing it out. I'm going to move my next week box over a little bit so this looks a little bit more centered. And then I'm just going in with my faux calligraphy technique and just making the downstrokes look a little bit thicker so that it looks like I did it with a brush pen when I actually am just going through and using a regular pen. So now I'm going to go in with the dates, and I just had them penciled in for reference before. But I ended up actually hating that 6 and the 16, so I'm going to white that out. And there we go. It's not perfect. I still kind of hate it, but it's better than it was. So, you know, accidents happen. I'm going in now, doing the days of the week. And also just making those downstrokes look a little bit thicker so that it has a prettier look to it. And I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I did have my phone die at the end of this video. But the only thing that it is missing is kind of putting the lines in between each of the days and my next week box. But down here is my habit tracker. It's just what I use to you know, keep on track with the little daily things that need to get done throughout the day. Ta-da! There she is in all of her bright Christmassy glory.
That was it. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I really hope that you'll give this video a thumbs up if you did, and I can't wait to see you on my next video. If you haven't already, I hope that you'll go over to my Instagram at @CarrieBowberryCo, and that's where I post all the pictures of after the pens. So that's where, you know, all the pretty happens. So I really hope that you guys will check that out. If you haven't already, I hope that you'll subscribe. I do have more content to come for you guys. I'm gonna post a lot more videos. I know that I don't really have a huge library happening right now, but I'm gonna make that happen for you. So love ya. Thank you so much. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.